Hi there, so I'm Jade. I'm going to talk a little bit about how I got to where I am today in STEM. I'm just starting out as a data analyst, but I thought it'd be good to share my experience. I didn't take the most traditional route in STEM. If we go back to high school, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I tried really hard, I just knew I wanted to be successful, but when it came to applying to university, I really did struggle. I had a lot of options and I just didn't know which one was the best one for me. I did settle on psychology, which is not, a traditional sort of STEM subject, with the reasoning being that it really did blend my love for English with my love for the sciences. I got accepted to the University of Glasgow and went off and did my degree there. It was lots of fun and a lot of hard work as well. But I graduated and I think within that I did primarily focus on, just getting the degree and getting the best grade I could get, which meant after graduation I hadn't really stopped to think about what my next steps were. I did what most people typically do and try to get some clinical experience, with the idea being this will help me get on to postgraduate courses. I got a job as a support worker, which was amazing. It was so rewarding. But with the more research I did, I realised just how much time and effort it takes to where I wanted to be, which at that time was an educational psychologist. I also realised just how competitive the field was, and soon realised I wasn't willing to, be patient enough to make those sacrifices. I went back to the drawing board and looked at what else my degree had to offer and quickly settled on data analytics. So within my degree, I did a lot of work in a programming language called R, which is primarily used for the likes of statistics. I loved just the problem solving aspect of it and how methodical it was. So I then changed paths and directed all my time and energy in trying to break into the data space. I applied to a lot of data-centred sort of graduate programmes and even applied for a few junior entry-level data analyst roles, but I was unsuccessful. I soon kind of realised that I was competing with people who were a lot more STEM orientated in their background, things like physics and maths. I kept persevering and taught myself, Python on the side and things like that, and eventually I got into a programme called Grace, their Data Plus development programme, I should say. And from then I relocated to Manchester. So I was put through an intensive 3-week boot camp. They taught me the likes of SQL, which is for databases, and Python, which is a programming language, and the likes of Power BI, which is used for more data visualization, so that's like your graphs and things like that. And then I was placed with a client. So with Grace's structure, they're a consultancy. They're very big on nurturing graduate talent, which basically means being a consultancy, they go into their analysts go into other companies and help them with their data and to work on projects and solve problems. So yeah, I was lucky enough to secure a client straight away, which I'm currently still at. There I work a lot with Power BI. So that's like I was saying, your data visualizations, your graphs and things like that. And that's got a little tiny bit of coding in it too. I work primarily with human resources data, which is the likes of staff turnover and absence and things like that. I've been really able to, foster and flourish my skills within this space and even be a voice for women in STEM through Grace. And I think it's just really important to shed light on the fact that whilst the traditional route is probably best, it's not going to limit you if you don't take that route. So yeah, there's a lot more roles out there than your stereotypical sort of engineers, chemists, physicists, mathematicians and things like that. And there's definitely such a huge skills gap that it's a really great sector to try and break into. But yeah, that's all from me. Thanks.